Views and opinions expressed in this webinar are of the resource speaker alone and does not reflect official policy of this office or of the Bureau. We are open to contrary views and opinions. Just reach us out or post them in the comment section.
To start off, let us begin with the usual preliminaries, starting with the prayer, followed by the Philippine National Anthem and the BLGF hymn.
Dear God, thank you for the opportunity to meet together. Please help us to come together to make this institution reflect your kingdom. Breathe life into our ideas and decisions. Help us build a team that has love and respect at its heart. Give us the strength to continue working for your kingdom.
Jules, can we start now with the preliminaries?
Dear God,
mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, helas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinatang tula, tawid sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na naghihiling, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di maghihiling. Luman ang araw ng walhagit pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya na pagkay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Hail, dear BLGF, LGU strength and hope for an efficient governance, reaching the country's goals. Rules and guidelines we devise, aims and our worthwhile tasks, aiding the local government, gain more accomplishments. This we take with pride and honor, to serve the people, build the nation, promote its welfare to the best that we can. The LGF, through your wisdom, we shall forever stand. We shall forever stand. Local fiscal strategies, treasury assessment schemes, streamlined supervision, our desire and vision. This we take with pride and honor, to serve the people, build the nation, promote its welfare to the best that we can. The LGF, through your wisdom, we shall forever stand. The LGF, through your wisdom, we shall forever stand. Forever stand. We shall forever stand. Forever stand.
Thank you so much. Please be seated comfortably, as this will be a webinar for about 3 hours. So we need your undivided attention para marami po tayong matutunan ngayon sa ating very esteemed na resource person. So by the way, I am Mary C. Caballero from BLGF 7. I will be presenting to you a few house rules for this webinar. First, let us please make sure to name our profile so that we can be properly identified, starting with your LGU name or your company name, followed by your name, your last name, and then first name. So at the start of the meeting or the webinar, your audio will be automatically on mute. Otherwise, you may be asked, or you may ask the host to unmute you if you are asked to talk. Or you may also tap the raise hand button there at the bottom of this application, no, sa Zoom app. So you may raise your right hand feature or physically wave your hand if you want to talk. So wave lang. So let us wait until we are recognized before we talk. So to avoid speaking at the same time, please do not talk until recognized by the presiding officer or the moderator of this webinar. So use of your headset is highly enjoined para mas klaro nga madungog nato, mapakinggan natin ang lahat ng very worthy na topics na i-discuss this afternoon. So your questions and comments can be submitted via the chat function to allow for an efficient management of meeting. Kindly also fill out the evaluation form at the end of the webinar as the basis for the issuance of your e-certificate of participation or certificate of appearance as may be necessary. So to officially begin this webinar this afternoon, I turn over the platform to our ever active and innovative Regional Director of Bureau of Local Government Finance Regional Office Number 7, Director Jessie B. Doctolera, Rhea, Reb, REC.
Thank you, Ms. Sit. Pleasant afternoon, everyone. I'm so thankful for our participants joining us this webinar. Second, I am very grateful to our speaker for her time shared to all of us. Of course, we have Attorney Tanyeka who will be moderating the webinar, and our production team, Mr. Julius Panoy, Ms. Sarah Mitante. Today's webinar is quite interesting because it's not just all about the legal precedents, but more on the points of navigation, the Mrs. Oliva way, right? So I believe that after the webinar, you will realize that you can be an effective treasurer or assessor if you will not be mindful of the problem, but rather be mindful of the opportunity that the problem has brought about. Okay, so let us create opportunities to whatever problems that will come along. Okay, let us learn the experience of Mrs. Oliva. After all, marami po siyang mai-share na experience sa kanyang lecture mamaya. All right, so let us learn the lesson from these legal precedents and create opportunity to improve our treasury and assessment services to our stakeholders. So the team will be headed by Attorney Tanyeka as moderator, and of course Ms. Sid Caballero as our MC, with Julis Panoy and Sarah who are facilitating this webinar. So I will not hold you long because a lot of our treasurers are now excited to meet and greet our resource speaker, Ma'am Oliva. So pleasant afternoon and thank you everyone.
Thank you, RD Joy. So now we move on to the acknowledgement of participants and the introduction of our resource speaker. I give the platform to the head of the assessment division and our host for the Kapihan sa BLGF7, Attorney Wilbert P. Tanyeka. Good afternoon, Tons.
Hi. Good afternoon. We'd like to remind everyone, of course, that this is parang nationwide representation na rin of mga attendees of our seminar. So this is not exclusive for Visayas, nor exclusive for Mindanao or Luzon, but this is an entire nation participant. We are about 70. I cannot call you one by one, but thank you for attending with us. We'd like to encourage you to turn your camera on as the proceedings are going. It would also encourage our resource speaker, parang face-to-face na rin. So ladies and gentlemen, it is, I am tasked to introduce our resource speaker for today's talk. A difficult task. Imagine such a great stature, such a long credentials. Paano mo naman i-introduce yun? I have to admit, this is just originally conceptualized as a 1 hour, parang kapihan type discussion lang, banter type, yung parang naghanap lang tayo ng points of navigation. However, we have also the production team together with our regional director have also to admit that we are just actually boasting or showcasing. We intend to showcase also the NGCP versus Ophelia Oliva case, and to boast as well na dito nang gagaling po yon sa Cebu City dito sa Region 7, at nandito po yung talagang pinaka-protagonist doon sa Supreme Court na case na iyon. When we started this topic on our kapihan, it would appear na parang hindi siya kasya sa 1 hour lang. And lalo na, nung sinimulan ng ating resource speaker doon sa nag-guest siya sa amin sa kapihan, supposedly for the NGCP versus Ophelia M. Oliva case, sinimulan niya kanyang talk na sa ganitong paraan, sabi niya, nag-disclaimer siya, sabi niya. What I'm about to say, sa akin lang po yun, walang kinalaman ang BLGF7. Doon na kami natakot, parang ano kaya ang sasabihin ni Mrs. Oliva? So for time constraints, 1 hour lang kasi kapihan, we need to hold you for 1 hour only. And second reason is that we cannot hold Mrs. Oliva for what she is going to say. The BLGF7 kapihan kasi is an online platform streamed, available to the public. So, you know, although there are principles established in the NGCP versus Ophelia in Oliva case that is parang grounded na rin, well placed na rin. But at the end of the dispositive portion, mayroon kasing sinasabi ang Supreme Court, remanded to the CBA for the correct computation. Medyo mayroong opening pa. So mayroong individual battles ngayon ang kada LGU tungkol sa case na ito on how to proceed. We cannot do that on the kapihan platform available for the public consumption without the NGCP side na rin. So however, there is a dilemma. We cannot hold what Mrs. Oliva is going to say. Kasi doon tayo mas natututo doon sa mga points of navigation, kumbaga. Miski wala po yun sa NGCP Supreme Court case na andun po yung mga technique, yung how to proceed, yun doon tayo mas interesado. At luckily, hindi naman siya madamot. She accepted our invitation for this to be a full type, webinar type discussion, hindi lang kapihan type na banter lang, 1 hour lang, ito na ngayon. At saka, I'd like to remind you, this is a free online webinar. So kung sino man yang diyang nakapasok dito sa ating webinar na nagbabayad, na-scam po kayo. Sayang naman, sana sa GCash na lang po ni Julius yung napasok kasi yung sa aming production manager. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hindi po madamot ang aming resource speaker. She acceded to our request. From time to time, tinatawagan po namin siya, hindi po siya nagdadamot. And in fact, I'd like to attest about yung pagka-hindi niya madamot. Yearly po sa amin before the COVID, before the pandemic, yearly po sa amin nag-a-attend po na sa amin yung aming resource speaker sa aming General Assembly. At saka yearly po, tuwing Christmas party, tuwing, imagine, this is a General Assembly attended by 400 participants. Namimigay po siya ng kanyang mga branded bags, yung mga Louis Vuitton, yung mga branded shoes niya, yung mga, ano yun, yung Red Soles, yung Louboutin, anong tawag yun? Mga branded po yun, binibigay po niya tuwing Pasko sa amin. Unfortunately, hindi po ako sa isa sa nakatanggap kasi nakakahiya minsan ikaw yung host, ikaw yung tumatanggap ng buwan. So nagpaparinig lang po. Ladies and gentlemen, ang ating pong resource speaker ngayon ay sa credentials lang po ay hindi po matatawaran yung credentials niya. She is a certified public accountant. Have earned Bachelor of Laws in University of San Carlos, the university where I came from. A graduate also of Bachelor of Commerce, major in accounting. Have earned also master's degree units in the University of the Philippines. She has been financial advisor and consultant of various private companies and local government units. Currently, she is the Vice President and Product Development Officer, LGO Officer of the Veterans Bank. And I have to mention this one. She has been the local treasurer of the following local government unit, just to showcase how vast her field of expertise and experience is. Of course, we all know she, by the NGCP versus Ophelia and Oliva case, we know that she has been designated as the city treasurer of Cebu City. She was also once the city treasurer of San Fernando, Pampanga. Imagine from Visayas to Luzon. And then once a designated treasurer of Pasig, Pasig City, hanggang naging treasurer rin siya sa Pasay City. Naging assessor, concurrent treasurer sa Cebu City, pabalik sa Cebu City. Hanggang naging consultant sa Tacloban. At saka nagiging treasurer kahuli-hulihan yata sa Toledo City. At nagiging ito, I have to mention kasi ako po yung naghatid sa kanya nung na-designate siya. Nagiging provincial treasurer po din siya sa Cebu Province. Ayan, tumawa na siya. Ladies and gentlemen, our resource speaker was once tasked para sa akin sa kadami-dami ng credentials niya, yung pinakakap sa kanyang feather of the credentials. Yung ginawa po siyang, she was once tasked to enhance our local treasury operations manual. So single-handedly, browse-through niya yung LTOM at hinanap yung mga pwedeng gawang paraan. Sabi pa nga niya, dapat yung treasurer sana hindi lang LGU specific yung station, dapat parang police din, rotation. So if she would have her way, na andun na sana yun sa LTOM ngayon. Yung mother station natin, yung Department of Finance, yung magsabi kung saan tayo nakalagay. Again, ladies and gentlemen, her experience and her expertise, aside from those experienced LGUs that she have done, her experience is also etched by this Supreme Court case. Nakatatak na po ang kanyang pangalan dito sa NGCP versus Ophelia M. Oliva case. Ladies and gentlemen, our resource speaker for today, before I introduce you to her, tinanong ko po yung, kasi kaibigan ko po yung anak niya, si Atty. Regal M. Oliva, sabi ko, Yor, isn't it difficult to have a mother like Ophelia Oliva? What I'm meaning to say is that it is difficult to be overshadowed by such a stature, by such a greatness, by such magnitude of experience and brilliance, such as Mrs. Oliva. Tapos you have to follow her footsteps kasi si Atty. Regal M. Oliva is now currently the city treasurer of Mandaue City. Sabi ni Atty. Oliva, yes, mahirap na Nyor, pero naumusan ko naman paminsan-minsan. She would not admit that na sa kanya pa rin, siya pa rin ang pinakamagaling. But what I'm trying to say is that whatever there may be frustrations or misgivings that she have, pagpalagay natin may kulang pa sa kanya. yan po ay talagang pinipressure niya na kukunin ni Attorney Regal M. Oliva. So yung mahirap parang following the footsteps of your mother. Gusto niyang magiging abogado, ginawa niyang abogado si Attorney Regal Oliva. Gusto niyang magiging FALTRA president, ginawa niyang vice president muna si Attorney Regal Oliva. Ganyan kahirap ang magiging ina po si Mrs. Ophelia M. Oliva. Pressure pero motivating. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our resource speaker, very kind, very generous. Libre po to at po tong ating webinar na ito. Ang ating resource speaker, si Mrs. Ophelia Mendoza Oliva. Good afternoon, Mrs. Ophelia Oliva, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Attorney Tanyeka, and of course to our very active regional director, Director Joy Doctolero, and to all the members of his crew. A pleasant good afternoon. And then good afternoon to everybody, to all attendees in today's session. The NGCP case versus myself. No? So, wala ba tayong mga NGCP officials ngayon na naka-attend, Attorney Tanyeka?
Hindi muna natin pinapasok, ma'am. Pakinggan muna namin ang sasabihin.
Okay. So anyway, could I start my lecture now?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. So I was requested by Attorney Tanyeka and of course our beloved regional director na how to motivate the local treasurers and assessors. In the motivation process, I will not be discussing only how to get motivated, how to get inspired, but how to motivate a good treasurer. And here I would like to show to you what are the characteristics of a good treasurer before I will discuss the NGCP. Ito muna nga, I would like to motivate the treasurer nga not naman nga to follow my footsteps. Medyo mahirap yun eh. Because ang dami kong mga kalaban, ang dami kong mga parang mga nagsisilos. Pero anyway, never mind. They were my para bang nakaka-inspired yun eh. Kung marami kang kalaban, nakaka-inspired. So ito ang characteristics of a good treasurer. The treasurer of a local government unit plays a vital role. Below are summarized some of the key qualities and skills required for an effective treasurer. So number 1, qualities. He or she must be capable of handling figures and cash. Number 2, have an orderly mind and methodical way of thinking. Dapat you must have always a peace of mind. So number 3, you have experience in dealing with large sums of money and budgets. The next is have experience of financial control and budgeting. Next is have an eye for detail. Hindi pa kuan-kuan lang. Every detail counts. Next is be available to be contacted for ad hoc advice. Meaning, if you are contacted for ad hoc advice, meaning to say na you must be knowledgeable in your respective field of endeavor. You must know all angles of treasury work. And if you are an assessor, you must know all angles of assessment work. So that the treasurer and assessor, being the bread and butter of the local government unit, you will be able to raise revenues required of the LGU to finance its various governmental needs. Next is have a financial qualification or relevant experience. The next is good communication and interpersonal skills. The next is ability to ensure decisions are taken and followed up, and show good timekeeping, meaning you must be conversant in how to manage time. So time management is very important. Now, I will show you some of the good quotes I usually para bang follow or those are my inspiration, I usually read them every day. So I will share it with you. Number one is, believe in yourself. You are amazing. You share it, Tamani? Okay. So believe in yourself. You are amazing. So pag wala kang believe or sa sarili mo, how can you be amazing? Parang walang maniwala sa iyo. Parang nobody would care to listen to you. Nobody will follow what you tell them to do. So how can you be amazing? But if you believe in yourself, you have too much confidence in yourself, you will become an amazing treasurer, an amazing assessor. Next is, I'll do this fast because I'm ready not to discuss the NGCP. Now, the secret to getting ahead is getting started. Start now. It is not yet too late. Better late than never. Now, you have to get started now so that you can go ahead. I always tell this to Attorney Legal. Always keep your eyes to the moon. At least if you miss the moon, you can still hit the stars. But always when you are able to hit the stars or the moon, you must keep your feet on the ground. Don't be too elated, I am now the treasurer. Huh? You must always observe humility because pride is the greatest sin on earth. So be humble of what you are now because of your successes in life. Next is, you can change the world. I know you can change the world. By listening to this afternoon session, this afternoon's discussion on the various taxation case is, you will know the principles, the doctrines, or the meaning of legal precedents. You will know the meaning of how to navigate the treasury assessment and the assessment processes. Then you will be able to change to change your office, to change your LGU, and once you can change your LGU, you can change our country. Then eventually you will be able to change the world. Next is, start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Yes, that's right. You have all the budget. You have all the funding. You have all the manpower resources, the financial resources. So do what you can for the betterment of your LGU, for the betterment of your treasury office and assessment office. Then next, don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. The clock never stop unless wala na siya battery. No? Or sira na siya. But just like the clock, it keeps on running around. So do what the clock does. Keep going. Never rest. Never waste your time. Every time wasted can never be regained. Okay. Next is, it is our choices. It is our choice that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. So choice mo na yun. Kung anong klaseng tao ka, ipakita mo yung abilities mo, so much the better, because pag makita na yun sa iba, they will really, truly care for you. They will listen to you because you will become authoritative in the management of your offices. Next, I'll tell you in this earth, in this pandemic, nothing is impossible. Talking about this pandemic, nothing is impossible if you will just stay at home. Stay at home, please, because the Delta variant, makes everything possible if you keep on going around the city, going around the municipality. It is now time to stay at home and do something else that can enhance your skills and your knowledge in the management of your office. Next, even if you fall on your face, you're still moving forward. Never mind. Just stand up. Because if you didn't step forward, you will never get stumble. It is that when you stumble, you will learn a lot. You will learn the tricks in life. Next is expect problems and eat them for breakfast. Meaning to say, anytime, expect problems 24 hours a day. Why do you eat? Why do you eat problems for breakfast? Meaning, not only for breakfast, we have problems snack time, problems lunchtime, another snacks in the afternoon, another dinner in the evening. So problems are all over us, and how you treat those problems? Oh, just treat them like taking an ordinary meal. Next is, if you can do it, no one else can. Meaning to say, if you cannot do it, do not expect that somebody will do it for you. Okay. Next is, problems are not stop signs. They are guidelines. Remember ha? Yung mga problema natin, these are not traffic signs nga, stop, caution. No. They are guidelines, not traffic signs. Okay. What you plant now, you will harvest later. This is my experience. No? I planted the seeds for Attorney Regal. And now, due to his cooperation, ang iyang attitude in life, grabe siya ma-motivated. Then, now, I have seen my harvest that in the past few years, I have so much cared to plants. So that's why nga this is a very good experience. Nga ito na, I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of the harvest that I have now, especially nga at this age. Next is, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Yung iba, ma'am, ay happy, malapit na akong mag-retire, ma'am. I don't have to do this and that. No. Ako tagal ko nang nag-retire. That was in 2015. But I never stopped working because it even stopped working where para bang makita mong anong galaw sa mundo. So makita mo yung lahat na yan is parang you don't want to just stay at home and then expect your pension to arrive. What if you don't have pension, just like me? So you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. So ngayon, I am 71 years old. I don't stop dreaming. I still dreams. At saka yung dreams ko, big dreams. Pag hindi ko to makuha, pag hindi ko to I will not succeed in getting the achievements of my dream, at least my children will take care of it. Next, go for it. Go for anything else. As long as you live, always go for it. Next, ordinary me can achieve something extraordinary by giving that little bit extra. So, you can achieve something extraordinary from the ordinary, from the little. You can never be 1,000 kung walang a peso or a centavo. So, giving that little bit extra. With a new day comes new strength and new thoughts. Always imagine, Lord, thank you so much, Lord, for today. I have finished this day, and then there will be another tomorrow. And with a new day comes my strength and new thoughts. No? So every day, iba-iba yung thoughts mo. Every day, iba-iba yung dreams mo. At saka para lang yung parang darating lang yun sa buhay. Nga, ay, ang sarap pa lang. Nga, para bang mag-ambisyon. Kasi pag hindi mo makuha ang ambisyon mo, hindi ka naman makukulong. Okay. So, next is positivity is contagious. Just like COVID. COVID positive is very contagious. Meaning to say, nga pag positive ka sa life mo, nga itong mangyayari sa akin, ito ang dadalhin ko ang the whole treasury office para bang in the limelight of the LGU governance. So that is positive thinking. And you know what? If you show to your office mates, if you show to the other departments, if you show to the LGU head, nga parang positive ka, parang energetic ka, you are alive, alert, awake and enthusiastic, then positivity is continuous. Everybody will think positive. Then everything everything will go around the circle. Okay. Next, trust yourself. Create the kind of self that you will be happy to live with all your life. Another is saan yung remote? Excuse me ha, kay parang nakakuha na ko ng loto. Parang may nakitang number dito sa loto.
Okay, in the meantime na may inaayos pang technicalities si Mrs. Oliva, yan, mga motivational part pa lang po yun ha. Hindi pa rin po yun yung navigational points doon sa NGCP case. Papasukin muna natin yung kasama sa ating production team, si Miss Sara Metante. Sar, for the breaker. Pasok, Sar.
Hi. Yes, Torns. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. So, for our icebreaker, to relax our mind, I have prepared a very short game. So all you have to do, first go to your browser, type menti.com.
What was that, sir? Menti.com.
Yes, Torns.
How is that spelled?
I will share my slides, Torns, ha,
Okay. Go ahead. Okay. Please, para hindi tayo maantokin sa ating webinar, follow what Sarah is saying. Go ahead, sir. Menti.com. Yan, type doon sa browser nyo. So the browser is the URL doon sa whatever browser you have. Chrome, Safari, or whatever. So type, anong yung ita-type, sir?
Type menti.com and then use the code. Torns, can you see my screen, Torns?
Yeah, kanina I can see it. Ngayon blank na. Nag-end slide na. Yan.
Ayan. Then use my code for a while. I will.
Yan, nakapasok na ba lahat sa menti.com? Mentimeter is an real-time online trivia type quick survey. Parang trivia. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yes. Well, thanks.
Okay. Go to your browser, yung parang URL niya, yung address bar. Type menti.com. Yan. Do that.
And then use the code 20934016.
Okay, let's wait for them to do that, sir, ha? Okay, have everybody done that? Paki-show of raise hands, please, pag nagawa nyo na yan. Diyan sa reaction, sa bottom part, right side, mayroong reactions diyan. So, those who have done this, paki-gesture po, raise hand po, doon sa reactions. Okay, please. Ayan, si Atty. Celine, Dana. Sino pa? This would be fun. So, go to menti.com. Tapos, use that code. Ayan, sino pang Dana? Please go sa menti.com. Ayan, si Ma'am Gigi of Sogod Dana. Ayan. Use the reaction icons doon sa baba po na ang ating Zoom room. Ayan, si Ma'am Faye Almenye of Tagbilaran. Dana po. Okay, how about we proceed,
First,
sir?
I can see 13 participants coming in. I'm still waiting for the other participants.
Yes, si Mary Christine, okay na po. Yeah, si Ma'am of LGU Lila. Si Ma'am Lovelia, okay na po? Okay. Menti.com. Tapos, ano yung code, sir? 40... Okay, can we go ahead, sir? Okay,
Yes,
first,
Torn.
yeah, go ahead with the question, sir.
So this question is a way of getting to know our very attractive and intelligent speaker, Mrs. Ophelia Oliva. So
Yeah.
let's start. So question 1, what position in the government did your late father Alejandro occupy? We have the treasurer, mayor, or the judge. Please choose your answer.
Select your answer, please. Doon sa nakapasok sa Mentimeter.com. What position daw in the government did the father of Mrs. Oliva occupy? Yan. This is getting to know better our resource speaker, ha? So, yung nakapasok sa Menti.com, Mentimeter, please. Ayan, may mga sagot na.
So the correct answer is judge.
Ayan.
So next question.
Yan, ang tatay po pala ni Mrs. Oliva ay isang dating judge. Yan, kaya pala stricto ito si Mrs. Oliva. Stricto sa revenue generation.
So for
Ayan,
question number 2,
tanong.
how many children does Mrs. Ophelia Oliva have? We have choices 3, 4, and 5.
Please log in your answers to menti.com.
So the correct answer is 4. Only 2 participants got the correct answer.
Oh, 4. Last question, sir, for the time being, for the first part.
Yes, next question. What is the favorite color of Mrs. Ophelia Oliva?
Ayan, nakatingin sila lahat ngayon kay Mrs. Oliva. What is the favorite color of Mrs. Oliva daw? What are the choices, sir?
So the correct answer is violet or purple. 16 participants got the correct answer.
Thank you, Miss Sara Mitante. Ayan, icebreaker lang po yan through mentimeter.com. So, sa mga hindi po nakasali, mayroon pa rin tayong mga madaming katanungan. At this juncture, siguro. Yes, sir. Cut off muna. Kasi,
question
okay.
4, attorney.
Yeah, go ahead. Sige. Pang last question.
So, what was the first job of Mrs. Oliva occupy in the government?
Yeah. Choices, market collector, treasurer, or disbursing officer.
Okay. So, the correct answer is market collector. 6 participants get the correct answer.
Do we still have last one, sir? Or yun na
Yes,
muna?
we have the last
Okay,
question,
go ahead.
attorney. For question 5, where was Mrs. Oliva first appointed or designated as treasurer?
First appointed or designated as treasurer. The choices are Cebu City, Mandawi City, or Dumaguete City. Yan, sa mga nakapasok sa Mentimeter, please do log in your vote now, your answers. Yung graph na nakikita po natin mamaya ay yun po yung mga real-time answers ng ating participants. Yeah. Next time you participate, ayan.
So the correct answer is Dumaguete City. 5 participants got the correct answer.
Okay, thank you, sir. Save the remaining questions. Okay. Ayan. Yan po yung ating leaderboard. Si Ma'am, who is
so
that?
as you can see, Ma'am Carla has the highest answer. Thank you so much.
Yes, Ma'am Carla of San Remigio. Kilala niya si Mrs. Oliva. Yes, thank you, sir. That was Miss Sara Mitante, ang ating pong member na ating production team sa BLGF7 Kapihan. Later on, at the last part of our Mentimeter.com question and answer, i-reveal natin sino yung source ng ating information sa mga trivia na yan. And then now, let's go back to Mrs. Oliva. Ma'am Opel, go ahead. Pasok, ma'am.
Okay. So, yun na ang mga qualities of a good treasurer. Ang dami ko pang quotes pero wala na tayong time. I have to start the NGCP. Pero on the next session, no, we will continue how to become a 101% motivated treasurer and assessor.